Hello everyone, this is Dan with Arcade Funcade. Today we're going to show you guys the internals of an Xbox One power brick. So we found that our Xbox One finally ate it. It's been sitting around for a while and we have not played it. We did move it from one room to another and we plugged it into the wall and just I remember vividly pressing the power button, and it just wouldn't turn on. So we're like, what the heck's going on? I'll get to it later. And we finally got to the point where we started messing with it, trying to see what we can do with it, how we could repair it, and let's see, to kind of figure it out. And what we came across was, I know a lot of people have this issue. These power bricks really suck, and you can see that we have this thing popped open. This isn't a how-to repair video because of the fact that we are not repairing this guy. It costs more to repair it than what it's worth. You can buy an original one for about 50-60 bucks on eBay or Amazon, and you can buy a just a replacement, just an off-brand replacement for about $22 to $27. So we opted to do that. But this video is to show you guys how to prevent this from happening as much as possible. And we found that the main culprit behind why this thing died was the fan. And it wasn't its fault. It was totally the fault of the dirt that's built up inside this guy. So there was a bunch of dust bunnies and all kinds of bad crap that was built up inside this guy. You can still see a little bit of the stuff in the fan. We literally blew this guy out just with our mouth. We just blew it out. We didn't do use any compressed air or any compressor to blow the stuff out. But yeah, we took it off just to see what was built up inside. And that was really cool. So we were able to see what was going on. I also tested some of the caps. We did have some blown capacitors, which also transmit power over to this mini board. And this is where the fan actually connects into this little terminal here. And so this terminal, there's a board that is supplying power to this terminal. And that guy was actually, there's no power coming out of those little pins. So that's how we kind of found out that the fan was not running. This is your little diode here. These little guys that light up, little orange diodes. They light up when you plug it in. Usually it's supposed to be white, but it turned to orange, which is usually on standby mode. And it usually happens after a power surge or something that goes down. And this guy, again, we had this guy plugged into the wall. It actually stays orange. So you know what? I'm going to actually do that now. Plug this guy in. I'm going to plug this fella in without it falling on me over here and shocking the hell out of me, although that would make a kick-ass video for you guys. So I'm going to plug this guy in, and you're going to see the little orange diode turn on there. So that little fella is lit up. So usually when you plug this guy into the Xbox, it just turns right on. And our fan would be turning on right now if it was okay. And this light wouldn't be orange, it'd be glowing white. So from here, usually you're like, well, you know what, the brick is probably going to be okay. We just got to set it up now and plug it right into the console and be okay. Well, this guy, when you plug it into the console, it actually dies. It turns white for a second, and it just dies out, which usually implies that we have a bad brick, so bad power brick. So with this guy, we checked all the horizontal output transistors in the back there. Check those guys. We checked out the one along this wall here. There's another fat fella under all this glue here, and we checked everything, and it actually worked out. So everything has power. It's just these little caps that are messed up. So if you do want to check it out and try changing stuff out, you could change out the cap kit. But I just buy a new one. That's what we repair stuff all the time. We just felt like, you know what, it's going to take longer to repair this guy than to actually just go buy a new one, because you never know what's going to die next. That's the deal. So yeah, so this guy, one of the main things that we figured out to prevent this from happening was because the fan is just sucking in all kinds of dust from both ends. This is the top of the brick here, and what's happening is the top of the guy is sitting right here. You have the fan sitting underneath this guy, and it's sucking in air from here, and it's blowing out of here. So, or it's vice versa, actually. It's totally backwards. It actually sucks it in from here and blows it out from back here. And what's happening then is that it's just building up all kinds of crazy crap inside of there. So what we suggest is unplugging your console, unplugging one end from your console and the other end from the wall, the little wall connection, and taking a compressed air can and or a compressor with like maybe 30-40 pounds of pressure and blow into this guy. Blow it in from one end, you'll see all the crap fly out of this guy, and then do it for like maybe 3-4 seconds, and then try shooting it from here back the other way, to agitate the dirt inside and just keep blowing it out until you start seeing it just blowing out clean air. And after that, you should be good. You don't have to take the whole thing apart, like we did. The whole reason why we did is to kind of show you guys the internals. This is garbage anyway, but we wanted to show you guys how dusty and crappy it gets in here. We kind of blew some of the stuff out ourselves, with our hands and with our mouths. Just blew it out. But you can see all the crap built up inside of there, and it's pretty nasty. Oh, there's some dust bunnies right there. So that's pretty much what the whole inside of this fan looked like. I mean, that thing was caked in there. It was crazy. And so yeah, so these are the little inlets, those two little channels you see there, and there's two channels on this side where they're coming in. So they're coming in through here and getting blown back out over there. So the whole idea is to be able to keep this guy as clean as possible. It's kind of weird that a power brick actually has the fan built in, which kind of makes it susceptible to kind of going out of order faster. But at least we're thankful that fans are there to cool down these larger capacitors that power up the unit. So anyway, yeah, we wanted to show you guys some of these parts, and you can open these guys up and clean them up if you want. I mean, it's all up to you guys. It's fairly easy. There's 4 little tabs at the bottom of the power brick itself. It's the only pain in the ass. It's really easy to open it up. Only pain in the ass is to take the freaking the screws out. We have 4 screws here that we popped out. We had to break one out because of the fact that our T10 little security bit, which these aren't even security bits, but we were able to use our T10 to drop in there and get her out. We found that only one of them was exposed, and the rest of them had a little plastic cap, which we also had to. We used these fellas, just break them off, and then we found that we could just pop them out. So we popped those out, exposed the top of the head, and then pulled it out. And you can see this guy wasn't even popped out. So we just, this guy was just broken off, and we took the screw out. But a couple others were a little rougher. The one that's missing here is the one that we actually broke. But yeah, these guys, they came out fairly easy, and the bottom just pops off, top pops off, and you have this guy completely open and exposed. So yeah, hopefully this video kind of helps you guys out. It's not a repair video. It's definitely just a preventative maintenance video, and wanted to show you guys the internal components of what's going on inside this fella. And again, we opted to just buy a new brick, being that they're fairly cheap. And it would take a couple hours to repair this stuff anyway, and maybe $5-6 in parts. And if you could buy that for $24, $22 to $27, I'd rather just buy a new brick and just call it a day. Being that these things are used as much as they are, sometimes some people are true gamers and they love their Xbox. We personally love our Xbox and PS4, so you never know how long they're going to last. And it's a great idea to blow these guys out, blow out your PS3, PS4, your PCs, these guys, your laptops. Speaking of laptops, yeah, blow those guys out. I'll just find the vent and blow those guys out, man. And take care. Oh, and take care of your electronics that way. You could blow them out maybe every month, every 3 months. Usually people don't do that. They probably usually don't do that until it dies. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys liked the video. This is Dan with Arcade Funkade, and you guys have a great day. Game on.